Hey guys, what's up? Back with another video, and today I have a brand new series, episode 1, and as you can tell by the title, it is sneaker stories. So basically what is going to happen in this series is I'm going to tell you a story about a pair of sneakers. It's pretty self-explanatory. Whether it be about some significance that this shoe has to me, something that happened while I was wearing this shoe, or in this case, me struggling to get the shoe. So I'm not going to bore you anymore with the intro. If you guys are enjoying this series, please hit that like button because I would really like to gauge your interest on this series, and I do not want to bring you more episodes if you just do not enjoy this series at all. So this episode is about the LeBron 11 Christmas. As you guys know, I'm a huge LeBron 11 fan. I currently have 18 pairs of the shoe. I know that is completely ridiculous, but they're awesome. It's my favorite shoe of all time, and I just think they're sick, and you know, I've got some pretty good deals on them, so I'm happy with all of my pairs of LeBron 11s. This is not one that I got a good deal on. As you guys know, they released December 26th, the day after Christmas. So, I wake up at 6:40, as I usually do on sneaker release days. They release at 7 o'clock, so I turn on my computer, hop on. I decided to go on Foot Locker that day, so I go on footlocker.com, and there was like 5 sneaker releases that day. There was the Jordan 12 Gamma Blue, the KD6 kit, the KD6 Christmas, these guys, and the Kobe 8 Shedding Skin Christmas, plus another one which I do not remember at the moment. But there was 5 sneaker releases that day, so Foot Locker was full. The first 3 times I tried to get onto the site, it said the site was full and I would have to wait my turn to get on. I was getting pretty stressed at this point. I finally got on at 6:57. Hopped onto the LeBron 11 page, and when the timer finally ticked down, started clicking add to cart. It only took me about 5 minutes to get these into cart. And if you guys ever know about Foot Locker, once you go onto the checkout page, it will be like you are now in a queue to wait for your turn to check out. Estimated checkout time is ... So I got that message, and since there were so many people on the site and so many releases, my checkout time was not for another 46 minutes. So I was tired at this point, you know, I still have that turkey running through my veins, really tired, and I just wanted to go back to sleep. But I knew I couldn't, because if I did go back to sleep, I would sleep through the 46 minutes and lose my pair. So what I decided to do is go take a shower. So I go take a shower, you know, come back like half an hour later. I take really long showers. Yeah. But come back like half an hour later, and what do you know? I go on my computer and the Foot Locker browser has crashed. I go back on the internet browser, open up Foot Locker again. It is not in my cart anymore, and Foot Locker is sold out of the shoe. I was really mad, to say the least, but I didn't freak out right away because I know that East Bay is always the last place to sell out of shoes. So I hopped on to East Bay, and they said they still had a full size one right there. So I started clicking size 13, add to cart, add to cart, add to cart. And if you guys know about East Bay, you have to click over and over and over again before you finally get it in your cart. So I clicked for like a solid half an hour straight, and it finally got added to my cart. So I was pumped. I checked out. I put in my credit card information, and I thought it was all shipped. I then had a basketball practice at 10. By now it was already like 9:30, so I rushed off the basketball practice. That was over at 12:30. And seeing as how this is the day after Christmas, if you guys don't know, I'm in Canada. And in Canada, the day after Christmas is Boxing Day. That is pretty much like the equivalent of the American Black Friday. So we have a whole bunch of deals at the mall and at other stores. So after basketball, I went to the mall with my dad. I was there for like 3 or 4 hours because he was busy trying on suits and stuff. But during those 3 or 4 hours, I went to Foot Locker, and I saw that they still had these sitting on the shelves. They actually had a size 13 on the shelf, so I was just looking at it, noticed that it was my size, and I thought these things were sick, even more so in person than in pictures. So I was really pumped. Tried on the Kobe 8s as well, but I didn't buy anything. I was really digging these when I saw these in person, even more than I was in pictures. But I went home empty-handed. I don't think I bought anything that day, and got home, hop on my computer, check my emails, and I see there's an email from Eastbay. Now I'm thinking this is just my order confirmation email, so I click on it, except it says that Eastbay overestimated their stock of the LeBron 11 Christmas and did not actually have a size 13 available for purchase when they thought they did. So they canceled my order and refunded my purchase. So all of a sudden I am without my LeBron 11 Christmases. Now I was pretty mad about this, but I was like, oh, it's okay. There was a size 13 in the mall. So I go phone the Foot Locker in the mall, and I was like, hey, do you guys still have that size 13? And they're like, no, sorry, we just sold that about half an hour ago. So all of a sudden, Foot Locker crashed. Eastbay thought they had shoes when they didn't, and the Foot Locker in the mall doesn't have my size anymore. So needless to say, I'm pretty mad right now. But you know what? I knew I was gonna get the shoes sooner or later. And I was going down to the States on spring break, so I sort of wanted to get them before then because I ship all my shoes to the States so I can save on shipping costs to Canada, and I pick them up when I go to the States. So I had January, February, and all of March, so I had 3 months to track down this shoe. I was pretty confident that I could get a good price. Time went on, it was about the middle of February, and I finally found a good price for this shoe. It was on shoepurgatory.com. They had them for $230, and I was more than happy to pay that. Only $30 over retail for a shoe that I really, really wanted. And at this point, I was just really sick and tired of looking for the shoe. So I found them, shoepurgatory.com, placed my order. I tried shipping them to North Dakota. I thought everything was all fine and dandy. And I placed my order, put my shipping address to North Dakota, and I get an email the next day saying that since they run through PayPal, they have to ship to my billing address, which would be my address, my home that I'm in right now in Winnipeg. So I was like, okay, yeah, sure, you can ship here. Just make sure there's no extra shipping charges. And they said, no, there'll be no extra shipping charges, because lots of times when you ship to Canada, it's crazy expensive. So I wait like the 2.5 weeks that it took to ship here to Canada. They finally show up at my door, and the postman says that I need to pay $83 to get this shoe. And I was like, what? 83 bucks? And basically what happened is, since I'm shipping goods from the States, I need to pay duty charges for bringing them across the border, and $230 of shoe equates to $83 of duty charges apparently. So I was really mad, and I would not be able to get my like he wouldn't let me have my shoes unless I paid this $83 duty charge, and I had already put $230 into ordering this shoe, so I was not about to just let it be sent away back to the Shoe Purgatory people just because I was not going to pay $83. So I ended up paying $313 for the LeBron 11 Christmas. Huge ordeal. It took me like 2.5 months to find the shoe. I thought I had it for a good price. Turns out I didn't have it for a good price. Moral of the story is, if you're shipping stuff to Canada, check the border duty regulations, because you do not want to get hit with an $83 charge when the shoes show up at your door. So I was really mad about that, but you know what? In the long run, I'm glad I have these guys. I know they restocked and sat on shelves for retail for a long time. So I guess, in the words of Mr. Fomer Simpson, patience does save pockets, and I probably should have been a bit more patient with these. But anyway, that's all I have to say, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll leave you with that. Until next time, peace.